and welcome back to my channel. It is Console Carrie here, bringing you another episode of Animal Crossing. Not just any episode, though. It is the first episode of my new series, my new island. We're starting a new challenge. That's right, we wrapped up Crumble. The food challenge is over. I don't want to see any more food. So what are we doing now? Well, Crossing Maniac created a new challenge called The Great Escape. What is The Great Escape? It is basically a vacation island. So you create some kind of vacation. You have to have a minimum of 4 builds that she's listed out. You do not, I repeat, you do not need specific villagers. However, I do have a plan. You know I'm a planner. I do have a plan. Alright, so how are we going to do this? This is the plan. I am going to do update videos. So I'm keeping track of what happens throughout the week, and then I'm going to report to you and give you a tour and show you the development of the island. And then you can see it from almost scratch to what we develop it into. So I think that will be super fun. Right now the plan is to release a video every Saturday and show you what I've accomplished. We have 90 days, people. 90 days until this is due. Now, I was able to do it, so I know I can do it again. Can you do it? I bet you can. I would love it if you joined me in this challenge. In fact, I am also starting a new series where I visit my subscribers' islands. If you are not a member of the Discord, you're going to need to be a member. And find the channel that says DA Tours. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And submit your DA. And I will tour your island. Alright. So, what happened? What happened this week? Well, I picked a map, so let's go ahead and take a look at the map. I have not done any terraforming. This is just fresh. Just fresh. Just right out the box. I have not done anything because I don't have 3 stars even. I'm working on it. Okay, so here's the map. I wanted a resident services that was out of the way. And that's why we picked this crazy map where resident services is so far. But I like it. I like it. I think it's going to work out well. So, you may have noticed that the name of the island is Adventure Island. And no, it is not after Crossing Maniac's alternate channel. It is in fact a play off of Stardew. Stardew has a like shop attached to the mine called Adventure Guild. And I thought it fit to call it Adventure since it's going to be a vacation island. Now, nobody tell Stacy. Nobody tell Stacy. This is a secret between you and me. We're always teasing each other about marrying Marlin. So, my name for this island is Mrs. Marlin. Mrs. Marlin. So, I'm Mrs. Marlin from Adventure Island. Okay, now, starters. I'm not keeping the starters. I have a plan, which I will reveal at a later date. So, right now, what we have to deal with is Antonio the anteater, and Tammy. I think she's a cub. I don't think she's a bear. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, so there's the map. As you can see, I've already got blathers going. So let's take a look. Also, I'm still in a tent, but my villagers are not. They are in their own homes. And I've put us on the beach, and we've started collecting items. So my tip for you, if you are doing a let's get to 3 stars as quickly as possible, you need to place as many items on the island as you can. So buy everything, place it. Doesn't matter if it's pretty. We're going to pick it all up. In fact, we'll probably hire Rossetti to pick it all up. So right now we're going to be in an ugly phase where we put all of the items down. And my goal is to get to 3 stars with only 7 villagers. That's a clue. That's a little clue what I'm going to do with the villagers. All right, so that's why there's going to be items all over. So what items have we collected? Some towels. I picked up this box from the recycling box. Be sure and check that every once in a while. I built some fires and placed those down. I have this barbecue. And there's a birdhouse on the other side. I've also started buying things. So we bought the fortune cookie cart and the flower petal basket. Oh, but my pockets are too full. So, welcome to my world, the beginning, where your pockets are tiny and your desire is big. All right, so we have this bird bath. We have this little wash bin. I built a stone stool and put a mirror on it. And then here is my Sanford and Son backyard where I drop everything. Let's see. We'll go ahead and drop our fishing pole. We've got a lot in our pockets, as usual. All right, and then let's pick up the other item, which is the flower petal basket. Go ahead and open that. Right, and then we're just gonna place it over here. There's no science to this. We just need as many items as we can placed. And Gulliver's here today. It's tiny. It's super tiny. I was expecting something bigger. I think it's a seasonal item. Okay, so let's move on with the tour. So here's my villagers, my 2 starters and me. The next step is to upgrade my tent to a house. I believe that's going to be a lot of money. I'm going to have to do some work. And here's everything I've collected. I've got some peaches. I've made some tools. I've collected some shells. I got my sister fruit. So my native fruit is peaches, and my sister fruit is apples. I have this explorer hat. And we'll get into who gave it to me here in a second. So I have some wood that I've chopped so that I can make tools. I've gotten stung by the bee. I got my recipe for that. And I actually struck gold. I struck it rich. And I got a gold nugget. Haven't decided what I'm going to do. And then I got a little bit of trash while I was fishing. So yeah, so that's what I've collected. So let's kind of run down the list. Oh, and I also got the flower seeds and bought some more flower seeds. And I planted them here. And since we don't have fencing, I was thinking, let's use log stakes as fencing. It takes a long time, but in the meantime, until we get fencing, this works pretty good. And it keeps you from destroying your flowers if you have fencing over it. And we also did one money tree, and that's what's growing right here. All right, so let's refer to our list before we go walking around and getting ahead of ourselves. So what happened? First off, Tammy is one of my first villagers. So let's go find Tammy. Tammy! Tammy, where are you? Let's go check her house first. Oh, I think this is Tammy. I'm not sure. I forgot to look. Oh, no, this is the anteater. Well, let's talk about Antonio first since we're here. Antonio gave me the yellow explorer hat. Let's talk to him. Hey, Antonio. Well, here you are. Make yourself at home, honk. He's weird. Let's talk. This place gets me so pumped. I think he is a jock personality. The breeze, the crashing waves, nature all around us. It's all awesome. I just want to... Yep, he is in fact a jock. I just want to jog laps around the island and catch bugs and fish and lift and lift and lift, honk. Why does he say honk? Does anybody know? And how boring is his house? Oh my goodness. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab that explorer hat so you can see what he gave me. All right, it's right here. I popped a balloon and got this bow and thought I would mix it up. But this is the explorer hat that Antonio got me. All right, let's see if Tammy's home. Get around all this stuff. It doesn't look like it. It looks pretty dark. All right, Tammy's out playing. I need to go find her. All right. I'm gonna ignore Gulliver for now. Where is Tammy? All right, so one of the things we did is we worked on the museum. I messed up with time traveling. I wanted you guys to see his tent and talk to him, but we're in construction now for the museum to open. So we've got all our donations in. We got the shovel and the vaulting pole. Got an axe recipe, so we're doing pretty good with tools. Where's Tammy? There she is. Hey, Tammy. Tammy, get out from behind that tree. Nobody can see you. There we go. Hey, Tammy. Oh, hey, you heard. Why does she say this? Yeah, heard. What brings you here? So Tammy, day one, she gave me the leaf umbrella recipe. So we haven't used it yet, but we will. The reason you get gifts from the villagers right off the bat is I asked her if I could place her tent on the beach, and she was gracious enough, and she was so thankful that she didn't have to do it herself that I got gifts for it. All right, Tammy, what's up? Hey, how'd you sleep last night? This island's so quiet at night. It's almost weird, ya heard? She's gotta go, you guys. It's so bizarre. I mean, don't get me wrong, I slept like a log, but I wouldn't mind some more action around here. Me too. Alright, so here are a bunch of items that I bought. I bought more beach towels and more barbecues just to get some items down. Keep working on that. And over here, some more items. I did get the Nintendo Flex Leaf Light. So we put that over here. Got some trash. A cooler. That cooler's going to come in handy. And a director's chair we're using to look at the ocean. Looks like there's a balloon back here. Let's see, we do have a slingshot on us. Let's go ahead and grab that. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Oh, and I missed. A little rusty here. Okay. Let's pick it up and see what we got. Pockets are pretty full. Maybe it's something we can wear. It is a simple parka. Alright, let's go ahead and put it on. Nice! It's pink. That's pretty cute. Okay. We got some rocks here. Oh, I also placed some torches. If you know, you know, I've got a weakness for torches. Any fire and light I really do like in the game. Alright, let's what else happened that's on our list. We picked up some weeds. Let me face you when I'm talking to you. So, we picked up some weeds. We completed the DIY workshop. We made a fishing pole, a net, and some firewood. And we picked up weeds, shook trees. Tammy is worried she doesn't have enough bells. Tammy confided in me that she doesn't have enough bells. She didn't know that on a deserted island that you would need bells. And I do kind of agree with her there. A deserted island, you would think you wouldn't need money. You wouldn't think there would be a commerce system. Alright, so next I placed all the tents on the beach. I caught a white common butterfly, a yellow butterfly, a tiger butterfly, a tadpole. I donated those to Tom, which in turn he called Blathers and told him to get his butt over here because there are some serious creatures to study. So then what happened? I received the axe recipe, which was life-changing. I could now chop wood and start making tools. I received some red rose seeds and a DIY watering can recipe. I claimed a cardboard box from the recycling bin. I chopped some wood and made a watering can. I teased some bees and shook some trees, and then I got stung! Then Antonio insulted my appearance and gave me a DIY for medicine. So now we can make medicine. He didn't bring any medicine with him, because it would mess up his aerodynamics. He is kind of got an aerodynamic face. So I get it. I get it, Antonio. It's all good. You gave me the recipe so I could make it myself. Tammy said my face was super creepy. And Antonio said I was using extreme measures to look different. These guys cracked me up. So then I moved Blathers in. I bought DIY for beginners, so we got a few extra things. Let's look at the DIY recipes I have so far. So we have some fish bait, a plant, some tools. We've got all the fire things, and an Orkina or Acarnia? I don't know. It's supposed to be one of those things like you can hear the ocean in, I think. I'm not sure. Tell me if you know. We've got the wooden mirror. We've got wooden block toy. Yeah, all this. We got the hay bed and the King Tut mask. I think I got that when I struck gold. I have a frying pan, recycle boots, and of course the leaf umbrella. So getting there, getting there. Once we can get off this island, we will in fact go to a treasure island and collect as many DIYs as we can. Now, normally I would play vanilla, but 90 days, you guys. We got to be done in 90 days, and we're just getting started. So I've learned my lesson from the last challenge to not waste my time trying to get everything vanilla. So we're just going to dive right into the deep end. Okay, so what was next? After I bought the DIY recipe, and I have this all written down so that I can share it with you guys. Alright, so that was day 1. So day 2, what happened? I got the gift from Mom, 3 apples. I haven't planted them yet, but I need to get after that. I wanted you to see the island before I start moving trees around so you can see it in its native first look. But this next week, I'm gonna cut down some trees and make a little orchard, make things a little more efficient. So we already talked about that the peaches are my native fruit and the sister fruit is apples. Blathers arrived, gave me the DIYs for the vaulting pole, shovel, and donated some creatures to him. And now we are in construction for a full-fledged museum that should be operational in next week's update. Timmy said I had a bottle on the beach. That was kind of interesting that he alerted me to that. So I found it, and it was the wooden table mirror. Sorry there's a little duplication here. I kind of got excited telling you what's going on here. I popped some balloons, and I got a corner boxing ring and a giant green ribbon, which I was wearing, a speed bag, and some moccasin boots. I'm wearing the moccasin boots. I have the bow. I was wearing the bow, but let's put that back on. And I'll show you the other items. It's on the other side of the river. So you'll get to see what it looks like over there. Still picking up weeds. You can kind of see it from here. So let's pull out the vaulting pole. And over here is the ring. I'm just placing the popped balloon items wherever I am because I need to fill this island with placed items, which will help me to get those 3 stars. So here's the punching bag, and this is an actual punching bag. You can punch it. If you're feeling a little stressed, you can go ahead and do that. I wish you could get in the... Oh, you can lay on it. Oh, I didn't know that. I wish you could get in there and, like, pretend you're fighting or something. Nintendo, get on that. Okay, so let's go back to the main island. Actually, let's take a little tour around the island while we're over here. So, I got a nice big rock back here. The beach is, It is kind of narrow. This spot right here isn't bad, but it's mostly narrow. My last island, I did a butterfly walk because the beach was narrow. I might do something similar to that, but we'll see. We've got some more fruit trees over here. The waterfall kind of comes to a T. We have some fossils that we need to dig up. This kind of dead ends right here, which is kind of interesting. Fish are active. We've got this neat little outlook area that will fit nicely with my designs. What are my designs? Well, you're just gonna have to wait and see. It will be revealed in a future video. So lots of weeds and trees here. We've got some cliffs. And then a little pond and waterfall. I like this. I don't have a ladder yet. Do I have the recipe for a ladder? I don't think so. I think Blathers is going to give it to me. But I don't have it yet. Does anybody know when that gets triggered? Is it when Blathers moves his official museum in? I'm not sure why I didn't get the ladder yet. But we can't climb up there. I can tell you, though, that mums are my native flower. And that will come in handy as well. Yeah. So I'll just go across here. Can we get to the other side from here? I think so. So this cliff goes along here. Continues. And then here's the other beach. Not super wide. We have this weird water in the rock situation. But nice big rock. And then our peninsula is way back here. It's pretty wide. There was one when I was looking for maps that I really wanted. It was kind of an octagon shape, and it was super big. It was awesome, but I really wanted either a blue or a green airport, and I'll reveal in a few minutes which one we ended up with and why I decided to choose it. So here's a nice big rock, but a little cut up. This will be kind of hard to design. But I'm happy with it. My main criteria was either a blue or green airport and this map. Only this map. Because this is the only one that fits my plans with the location of resident services. Alright, so this beach is... Oh, here's a bottle. Let's go ahead and check it out. Oh, I'm gonna have to drop something. I can't wait until I get more pocket space. No, so we could probably release this butterfly. We'll catch more. Go ahead and open it. What DIY did we get? Ooh, the iron cart. That's a good one. Good one, good one. Alright. So shells and weeds to pick up. We got some summer shells happening since it's June. I started June 1st. And then here's the pier. I think it's the larger size pier, but I'm not sure. Let's look at the map. I don't know. Is that the larger pier or the smaller pier? I think it's the larger pier. And, of course, we don't have the hotel yet. That happened. Or captain. That happens after you hit 3 stars. So this beach right here in the front, I really like. It's pretty wide. Alright, let's hop across to... Well, actually swing across to the main island. That brings us back to Blathers. Let me take a look at my update list and see if there's anything else. I hit rocks and got that money rock. Was able to get $10,000 so that I could plant a gold spot. So we'll be making 30K off of that one. Well, actually 20K because we invested 10 and we get 30. So we were able. That's how we were able to do our first money tree. So that's pretty much it. That's what I've done so far. Well, let's talk about the airport. So the airport, woo, I ended up with a green airport. I really wanted a blue one, but when I was looking back at my other islands that I've done, I have done every color except for green. And I was also thinking of doing all blue island or all green island. And what I've settled on, this is one thing I will reveal about the island. One thing I've settled on is I'm going to do a blue and green island. Not just one color, but a blue and green. So, are all my villagers going to be either blue or green? It depends. If I can get to 3 stars with 7 villagers and place the crap out of this island, then it won't be all green and blue villagers. But if I cannot get that to happen, then it will be. Then we will do all blue and green villagers. But we'll be looking for blue and green items to place and design on the island. So, yeah, this is almost a yellow-green. I really don't like it. But since it's the only one I haven't done, I decided let's get that accomplished. To have done an island with every airport color. All right, so let's take one more last peek at the map. So this is what we have started with. This is what it looks like. And it's day 2 or day 3. It's pretty early on. We've got a lot of work to do, you guys. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this update and introduction to my island. It is called, did we talk about names? I'm not sure if we did. I apologize if I'm repeating myself, but since this is a vacation island, I've decided to name it Adventure Island. I thought it was appropriate. Adventures on vacation. And my name, nobody tell Stacy, but we tease each other in stream about marrying Marlin and how Marlin is mine, which we all know. You know, you're on Team Carrie, right? Marlin is mine. So, as a joke, but don't tell her, my name on this Adventure Guild island is Mrs. Marlin. All right, so with that, I will bid you farewell, and I will see you next week.